Full Metal Panic surprised me. It turned out to be a funny but sweet story with some mediocre mecha fights. Hey, there's nothing wrong with some casual fighting as long as the plot is intriguing. What I want to focus on today is why I like this anime even though there isn't anything notable about it. Full Metal Panic presents the audience with fast pacing, unfiltered comedy, and a sense of nostalgia. If you end up liking this video, please subscribe and hit that like button too. Now, let's get into it. The start of this show is no joke. Bullets flying, military machinery blasting away, and a girl running for her life. As we get deeper into the season, the plot progresses at lightning speed. We've got hand-to-hand combat, gunfights, and everyone's favorite gunfights with big robots. Yeah. Sosuke Sagara is the main character. He is a paramilitary mercenary that destroys terrorist organizations, and he is assigned to protect Tanami Chidori. He quickly attracts attention as he attempts to save her from unnecessary events like a classmate scaring her in the hall. But eventually, he actually does save her from a truck that almost hits her. The great thing about the show is it's fun to watch. I know that sounds lame, but it is simply the truth. So many shows today will waste 5, maybe even 10 episodes to get into the actual storyline. You have to wait 3 seasons before you deal with any major villain, but in this show, it seems like they have gunfights each episode. The plot gets laid out quite plainly, and you don't have to worry about the lore or anything like that. All you have to do is sit down and have fun watching it. But you might ask, hey, then how come you like Evangelion? It has all of these confusing plot points. Well, it's because this show doesn't need to prove anything. Evangelion delivers on its attempt to analyze the struggle of identity and human nature as a whole. This show isn't pretending to be anything but itself. That's refreshing to me. Full Metal Panic is acting genuine. It's that genuineness that gives rise to its unfiltered comedy. This is a very funny show. Sure, Kaname acts like a tsundere a little bit, but she's actually really sweet when it comes to Sosuke sometimes. And yeah, the fan service is definitely unnecessary here, but I think if you skip that, then you see something a lot deeper. It's clear to me that this show is actually like hilarious. Here, look at this clip. This dude, he almost gets his briefcase run over by a truck, and you see right here.
Oh no, my treasure! Oh, what a relief!
Yeah, I mean, that is hilarious. It's unexpected humor like that that makes me appreciate the show. Now, let's move on to my third point. And bear with me because this will get a little abstract. Full Metal Panic is nostalgic. Now, I've never actually seen this anime before, and I hadn't even heard of it until about 2 weeks ago. So how can that be nostalgic? Well, that's just it. I look at the carefully drawn locks of hair on each character, the soothing ending song of the show, and the sparkling eyes of all the characters, and I get transported to a simpler time. I get reminded of watching Pokemon as a kid. I sit and stare at the lovely introduction song of the show, and I'm just calmed. It's a nice feeling. Sort of like a comfort show that, you know, everyone has their one that they go to when they just don't know what to watch. It makes me think that I was possibly born in the wrong age, but I know that's not true. I am glad that I encountered this show. It doesn't have a masterful soundtrack like Evangelion. It doesn't have laugh out loud comedy quite like Scissor 7, and it most certainly does not have visually stimulating fights like Demon Slayer, but it does have a lot of heart, and in my opinion, that's a rarity. To find something that truly brightens your day when you watch it. Of course, this is a personal preference because I can see that this show isn't necessarily of high quality. I wonder what everyone thought of this show when it was airing. So if you are down to see some basic animation but a show with a full spirited story, then check out Full Metal Panic. That's it for the Eagle-Eyed Samurai. I'm signing off.